right, Key, we know all wide receivers get that bad rep that they're the biggest divas in the NFL. You might have heard that once or twice in your day. But tell us why that's actually not totally accurate. Who are the biggest divas in the NFL?
For my money, it's the quarterbacks. Clearly, it's the quarterbacks. You've got to see them every single day, not just in press conferences, mimicking what the coach told them to say. You got to see them in the locker rooms, how they move around, how they do things. And receivers, yeah, they're divas if that's what you want to call them. Why? Because we're on an island. We're out there by ourselves. We depend on 11 other people to get us the football. 11 meaning 10 plus the offensive coordinator to decide on whether or not you're going to get the football. So the moment that we look like we're frustrated or we have a certain swag to us, we're divas. But quarterbacks can ask for the highest money. They can decide whether or not Brett Favre, if I want to play one day, don't want to play another. Aaron Rodgers, if I decide I want to play, don't want to play another. Oh, I need to be able to have some control or else I'm going to go do Jeopardy. If a receiver was to say that, we'd be crucified. If we came out and said we got 3 lockers, we have our own locker around the corner from the actual locker room, we would be crucified. I'm a living witness of it. I see what happens on a daily basis with these quarterbacks. The quarterback is always right because he's the highest paid guy on the team. Can't say anything bad to the quarterback. If you say something to him, if you scream at him or yell at him, you're a problem. They always got to have the look at his pretty face, his hairstyle. Oh, what about his suit? All diva stuff, everything. In fact, I played with Tony Romo in Dallas Cowboys. Tony Romo, one of the most diva-ish dudes that I've ever been around at that position. And he wasn't even starting at the time. I think Tony might have even been on the practice squad. Major diva, though. Well, I know you just waiting to jump in, Stephen A. Go right ahead.
I cannot believe that you, of all people,
Absolutely.
I mean, Keyshawn, we started off the segment showing you your first touchdown. I'll never forget it when you ripped off your helmet and slammed it and just started going crazy. The book was titled "Give Me the Damn Ball." You sat up there when Vinny Testaverde got hurt because you had championship expectations. You was trying to go to the AFC championship game. Okay, and what happened? You had a situation where Vinny Testaverde goes down. Game 1, you go out there, you like, we could do this right, we could do that right. Damn, don't get me wrong. You're right about some of the quarterbacks,
but
and I get all of that.
Stephen A.,
yes.
How is that being a diva versus passion for wanting to win?
No.
When one of these quarterbacks run down the field and pump his fist, that's passion. Oh, he's such a team leader. Man, if you don't stop, you sound like mainstream media. Stay with me. I don't have a problem with the divas. I'm just saying don't deny it. That's all I'm trying to say. Don't deny it. I have no problem with it. Just don't deny it. The quarterbacks are way other way, though, man. The quarterbacks is way to the other side.
Let me give you some names. Terrell Owens. We know he at the top of the list. You got Randy Moss. You got Chad Ochocinco. Okay? You got people looking at Odell Beckham Jr., stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not hating. I understand you on an island. You out there, you sitting there working, training, getting yourself in peak condition. You running routes, you getting open, they ain't getting you the ball. I got all of that. All I'm trying to say is, listen, you can't deny that wide receivers, they sort of own this category. Not to say that quarterbacks don't do it sometimes too, but wide receivers sort of own this category.
Sometimes Russell Wilson demanded a trade if they didn't do what he wanted. If that ain't the most diva-ish thing I've ever heard or seen.
Hold on. How's that diva?
Man, come on now, Stephen A.
The man got hit 300 times.
Stephen A., if a receiver had demanded anything, I demanded to get the ball. The whole NFL world wanted to blow up and run me out the league. Are you out of your mind right now? Think about it.
I'm saying to you, Russell Wilson made his case to answer your point. He made his case, Keyshawn, because the man was getting beat up. You out there getting
so when a receiver like Odell Beckham is trying to help the team win, they paying him a whole bunch of money, and he's frustrated. He gets tabbed as a diva. But Russell Wilson, he wants to win. He's getting beat up. Oh, poor
Niggas
Russell.
get beat up.
Aaron Rodgers
He get beat
needs
up.
help. Aaron Rodgers needs help. Mind
No,
you,
Aaron
2
Rodgers
NFC
was
championship
diva.
games.
Aaron Rodgers was
he
diva.
need- He needs help.
He was diva.
He's going to go
Sure.
do Jeopardy otherwise. I mean, like, come on, man, stop.
I'm not trying to deny what you're saying. I'm saying embrace it, bro. Ain't nothing wrong being a diva. Ain't nothing wrong. Just don't deny it.
I'm not running from it. What Molly said was the bigger diva. Is it the receiver or
It's
the quarterback?
definitely the wide receivers.
I personally think from my own experience of sitting there watching these people every day, it's the quarterbacks. That's what I think.
You
I think it's the QBs.
you gave me 2 quarterbacks and then went into the archives to tell us about Tony Romo prior to him being a starter. Who's all of these divas?
I can talk about the dude that got 7 championships. If
What
that
about
ain't avocado
How is Tom Brady a
ice
diva?
cream, come on, man, stop. If he
Why?
he's
Because
throwing
he
the
wear
trophy
fly
across
Tom Ford
boats.
suits with
He's
the
throwing the
shades.
trophy
We hating
across
now?
boats. Nobody says anything. He throws a trophy across boats. They think it's funny. Let a receiver do that. They'd be like, oh, that's just a selfish act. That's diva-ish. Come on, man. You know that, Stephen A. Don't try me.
I don't think that anybody would have had a problem with them throwing the trophy
yeah,
over the
okay.
boat.
Yes. That is correct. Receive,
Because it takes one to know one.
Man.
The biggest diva of all time on low maintenance.
That's right.
It's this man.
I'm not
and
the
that's,
best.
and that's how we will end this.
in broadcast
That is
television?
absolutely
That's
true.
totally
It's him. In TV, it's this dude with the white
Me?
suit on.
Oh,
Me?
You. Absolutely
Did
you.
you just tell Keyshawn to own it? Did you just tell him to own it?
I don't have a problem with the diva tendencies. I mean, I do look the part. But what I'm trying to say to you is that I'm kind of low maintenance. I'm not very demanding. I'm really not. I'm not.
Goodness. You're going to sit up here and lie to the American people that you are low maintenance?
I'm not very demanding at all.
Oh,
I don't
and then
think
you're
so.
going to tell
I don't think
Keyshawn to
so.
own it. I can't. Let's
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.